Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You are knowing what you are wanting? You are knowing what you are wanting? Yes. Louder doesn't help. Well, you always know more clearly what you do want when you're focused a little bit in the direction of what you don't want. So isn't what you don't want helpful in knowing what you do want? Isn't this focusing process a wonderful thing? And would it be correct or even a good idea to be hard on yourself when you are feeling a red flag or when you're focused upon something unwanted? Or is it wiser to recognize that it's all part of the focusing process and just enjoy the focus that comes about as a result of your exposure to life? Of course, when you decide to become a deliberate creator, then you lean more and more in the direction of what you are wanting. But it doesn't mean that you run from unwanted. You just get it in its proper perspective. You just stop embracing it or obsessing over it. You let what you don't want really help you in the step one process, which is defining what you want. But beyond that, if you don't use what you don't want as a means of justifying what you do want, in other words, sometimes because you don't really feel like you deserve what you do want, you really push hard against what you don't want to get someone else to agree with you that you deserve what you do want. In other words, as you explain how hard something is or how unfair it is or how long it's been going on, that justification for some other thing that you desire, that defending or rationalization, what it does is it causes you to practice the vibration of unwanted. And you know what's interesting? The more you practice the vibration of what's unwanted, the more unwanted comes, and the more you feel like you need to talk about why you don't want it. It's sort of a cycle of attraction. Law of attraction says, well, if you don't like that, maybe you won't like this too. How about this? Here's some more of what you don't like. Here's some more. Are you getting clearer? Is the problem coming into focus for you? That's really what law of attraction is assisting you in doing. Law of attraction is assisting the problem to come into focus. And the benefit to all of you is that when the problem is coming into focus, the solution is coming into focus too. So when a solution is coming into focus, what you want is shaping up. It's in the process of becoming. In fact, vibrationally speaking, it has already become. When you know what you don't want, you emit a rocket of desire of what you do want. And your inner being focuses upon what you do want, because your inner being, unlike the way you often are, not always but often, your inner being never for a moment defends or justifies or rationalizes why you want what you want. Whether you are a genius creative human or a one-celled organism, when life helps you to prefer something, the source within you knows that that preference was born out of exposure to life experience, and it's valid. And the evolution of all species happens in just that way. So by knowing what is unwanted and therefore knowing what is wanted, you are carving out a vibrational path for future experiences. Now, it's not future experience in terms of vibration. In other words, you send a rocket to what we are calling your vortex of creation, where it is managed by law of attraction, and all cooperative components are being assembled even as you are still pushing against what you don't want. When you know what you do want, the cooperative components, the solutions to problems, the answers to questions, they're all gathered. The question that you want to ask yourself, and we want to help you answer in the hours that we are together here today, is where are you in relationship to the solution? And we just want you to know, if you're really deep, hip deep, knee deep, eyeball deep in the problem, You are far, vibrationally speaking, from the solution. And the reason you feel negative emotion, the reason the problem worries you or frightens you or angers you, the reason you feel fear or worry or anger or any negative emotion is because there is a vibrational variance between the solution, which equals who you really are, and the problem, which helps you to define more clearly who you really are. You see how it works?